don't come. So my people make you let go. Yo, yo, Mayegun don't come. Oh, yo, yo. My people make you shout. Oh, yo, yo, Mayegun don't come. Oh, yo, yo. Mayegun don't come, man of the masses. Oh, yo, yo. Mayegun don't come. Oh, yo, yo. Mayegun diary politics.
Oh God, you. Hello there.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́.
Good evening to you, good morning to you, good afternoon to you once again from wherever you are watching from. And this is Mayegun. Yes, live.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun diary, àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary, bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun diary, ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Happy Sunday to you. Happy this moment to you. Thank you very much for joining me. Tonight is called Open Mic, but I have a rider for it, which is if we have to remind them. That means they are possibly not even suffering or struggling as we have been imagining. Yes, you have a chance of calling in. From the word go, I'm going to start taking calls and we'll make it a conversational, experiment for our family. Conversational experience rather for all of us. Okay, make it easier and easy as much as you can. The number to call is right here on your screen. And if you wait for it, you can quickly punch that into your browser. Okay, that number that is scrolling on your screen right there, it's a WhatsApp number. Okay, don't call directly, you'll never get through. No time to waste time. I have my first caller. Do you think that if we have to oh, sorry, I lost him. Hello there. Good evening to you, my caller.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, sir.
Do you think that if we have to always remind them about what is going on in Nigeria, do you agree that that means they are not struggling or suffering enough? Sir.
Thank you so much for this opportunity, my bro. I'm only going to take 1 minute.
Please.
My name is Adewale, also known as the African Wahala.
My brother.
And yes, sir. I'm going to start off by thanking you for the great Diaspora Radio International platform.
Thank you, bro.
And back to this conversation. You see, we keep reminding people because it's necessary. It's not as if these people are not suffering or they don't know that they are suffering. But the truth is, these people are also victims of a system. And a few of us are lucky to be enlightened enough to know that we can have it better.
Yes.
Okay? And we deserve to have it better. And that's the exact work that you're doing, bro. Now, I'm going to give one final example before I let other people come in.
Please.
The Fulani situation, right? You know, a lot of Nigerians now are grown into disliking Fulani people. Oh, these Fulani people are this, they are that. But the truth is, an average Fulani is a decent human being, right? It's the ones, you know, like I know many Fulanis that are normal people.
Yes.
Many of them are also victims of the street. But if we decide to paint them all with one brush and say, man, I don't even want to be a part of these people, let us go our separate ways. What has happened is their leaders, their political leaders, traditional leaders that have intentionally weaponized poverty against them. We are giving them more power, okay? Because these people, they don't know any other thing. They were born into a system that requires them to think a certain way, to not hold their politicians accountable, their leaders, to be in a system where through religion they can be manipulated. But if we now decide we don't want to be a part of these people, well, their victimhood is only going to continue, right? And then we ourselves, we too. Yeah, so that's the point I'm trying to make pretty much. But let me just let other people come in. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you.
African Wahala is is now part of the Diaspora Radio International, and you can listen to African Wahala on Diaspora Radio International on Facebook, on YouTube, or you can just go to him directly, African Wahala on YouTube. Bless you, bro.
Thank you.
So I have another caller on the line. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Mayegu, how are you?
I'm very well. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm very well. This is Nwa Biafra calling from the United States of America. Tampa, Florida, to precise.
Please.
How are you?
Kedu Kodi.
My brother is good. Is that good? Hey,
you.
This is the first time caller.
Oh, are you?
I'm a first time caller.
Oh dear. But you are not a first time watcher, are you?
No, I've been watching for over 2 years now. I've been following for over 2 years now.
Bless you, my man. Now, fire on. You are meeting us on this. Every day we talk about Nigeria Wahala. We lay them bare, fact and figure. But some people said if we have to keep reminding them, maybe they are not actually so struggling as we probably projecting somehow. What do you think? One Biafra.
Well, the truth of the matter is, poverty is a very big thing in Nigeria.
It is.
As a matter of fact. And most of these guys, young people you see, we try to talk to them every day, try to educate them. It's always about their belly. It's always about what they're going to eat today and not think about what tomorrow is going to bring.
Wow.
But the job you're doing, like people like you have been doing this job for a very long time now, and you are sensitizing the people. It's going to take a while. These men and women that call themselves politicians, they took their time and make these people believe that politicians, when they build a road, let's thank him for building the road. No, it's your money that they're using to construct those roads. Here in America, we don't go to our council members or the mayor of the city or whatever and say, hey, thank you for building a road. No, we demand for that to happen. If we see a pothole on the road, then we'll be like, hey, man, this is not good. It needs to be fixed. And believe me, the next day is done. So I really think that the whole thing is just to keep talking, keep sensitizing people. When you get one person today, tomorrow you get another person, and we keep going, building the numbers. That's all I'm glad I'm able to get in today. I've been trying to call for a while. Thanks, man. Appreciate
you. I appreciate you too. Stay safe, Baba. That's Nwa Biafra. Yeah, right there from the United States. Yes, I have another caller.
Good evening, my ego. Hello, good evening, my ego.
Good evening, sir.
This is Tunde. I'm calling from Manchester. How are you, sir?
I'm very well, sir. Thank you for asking. Yes, Tunde from Manchester, sir. You are live.
Tonight we're going to do it in the Yoruba. We're not going to do it in the English way.
You remember my other listeners, so you can mix it up too, sir. I will appreciate. But yeah,
I'll try. I'll try and do that.
Please.
Sharia or Yowa, you cannot force a freedom on them. They need to want it.
They have to want it.
Freedom is not a thing you can force on people. They need to want it. They see what you can. We can also what is going on in Ukraine. The people want it. They stood against Putin. They said, Putin, we go all die for years. We cannot force it on them.
No.
I can tell you, if people don't want freedom, they cannot have freedom. But if people want freedom, they'll have freedom. But for us to force it on them,
so, Baba, I think about to ask you, so, trigger. What could trigger them to realize that point that they deserve better, like you said, until they want it, nobody can force it on them. What can trigger it?
I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to start very soon. Very soon people will start eating people. And when you're but once you don't judge any,
wow.
People will start eating people. People don't actually see that what is going to be for them is more than what is they are seeing. They want Tinubu. Tinubu is dying. If I'm to be in Atiku's shoe, I'll tell Atiku to go and join APC and come as a vice president. I'll think will be a president in the next 1 year. We can see it. Look at Tinubu. Tinubu is dying. We can see it.
I mean, somebody who really will care for his own health, but somebody who don't care for his own health, how do you think he cares for what you think or what everybody feels or becomes their situation?
Some people's political careers are dead already. They want to use Tinubu to resurrect.
You are right. Same way some people use Buhari to resurrect their own dead political careers. Go on, Baba.
Yes. That is what is happening. Some people's political careers are dead. They want to use Tinubu. All they want to do is to push Tinubu to his grave. And Tinubu is really, really near to his grave. We can see him coughing and shaking. People, if I'm Sheyi Tinubu, I'll say, Daddy,
Tunde, Baba, mentioning Sheyi Tinubu right now, I want you to check your screen. You remember there was a time that I did a video, I said, Sheyi, you are my namesake. All these people who are packaging your Baba, pushing your Baba here and there, all of you should take over and tell your Baba to go and rest. Now you mentioned Sheyi, because that means you are in the same kind of a line of thought with me right now, Abi. That the children should... Now look at your screen. Look at your screen.
Imagine my daddy.
You will see Sheyi has taken over. They have renewed his Pampers. They have renewed everything. They even got him microphone. Do you get that now?
Yeah.
So which means you are right. People are pushing him. If they can use him, it's for their own leverage. Go on, Baba.
Imagine Tinubu with my dad. This is me talking as a reasonable person. Everybody saying, "No, your mandate will stand. Your mandate will stand." They are all fools. They are all hungry. Nobody in Nigeria now. When you go to party now, they are sharing petrol. They are sharing half gallon. The country is done. Look at people now. People are now queuing. They want to go to Ukraine to go and fight. I tell them, I was a soldier. The
other war ìbọn nìkan làwọn ń rò lọ báwọn ṣe máa rọ fún bọn wọn mọ̀ pé òtútù nìkan lè disarm ẹ. Cold alone can kill you without anybody shooting you. You're right.
Baba, I joined the military when I was 26 in the United Kingdom. I went to my first exercise. I was crying in the trenches. I was crying that I can tell you now they asked them to go up $1,000. If Ukraine really wanted to come and fight, they will not ask them to go and be $1,000. They're just going to pull out of them the starter pay. Go and fight. But let's leave our people. You know, I've cried and cried and cried. I've made so many enemies on my platform. People don't want to listen. People think this is how it's going to go. Because we in overseas, we see that we've seen the light, though we don't have money. I tell people, we don't have money, but we've seen the light. If I want to use a Lamborghini today, I'll walk into a Lamborghini shop, I'll give them a deposit, I'll be paying there.
And that's it. You will drive a brand new one, and you'll be cool.
I'll drive a brand new Lamborghini. I'll drive a Lamborghini, I'll walk away, nobody will come and knock, I'm not going to knock somebody's door.
But say you get a Lamborghini, yes. Even if you finally return it, did you once have a Lamborghini? Yes, I did. You have one Lamborghini. Go and check it. I bought it with my money.
Yes.
It doesn't matter.
I bought it with my money. But what people don't realize is that he's knocking on the door. He's knocking really, really hard. A time will come that all these miscreants will start eating their people.
They will start eating themselves. God bless you today. Let me take another call too.
Let me quickly make it just 1 second, sir. Look at what happened recently. There was some people imported adulterated fuel into the country. No head has grown for it. They got away with it.
That's right.
And,
Baba, I mean, TV. Yeah. So, to what Tunde just said, Nigeria is the highest importer. Highest kind of producer of crude oil. Okay, so they always kind of have to import their own. They don't refine their own crude oil. However, Now in Nigeria, in the past 25 days, nearly a month now, their filling station, gas stations, they don't have fuel, right? Now, if you go to a gas station, you may probably see something like this. The meters are not dispensing. You have to buy them on the counter like that. Sorry for keeping you waiting, my caller. Hello.
Hey, Baba. How's it going, man?
I'm very well. You?
This is good. This is Joe from New York City.
Class, Joe. Yes, you are live. Sorry for keeping you waiting, please.
Yeah, no worries. So this is a very important topic that we're discussing. You know, me, they feel saying we have to stage an intervention, and by we, I feel like Awata Wani diaspora right? It has to be because home-based people, they are great at adapting to Iya on top of Iya on top of Iya. Do you understand?
I'm with you.
So if the next president enter there and the hardship come day times 50 of Buhari hardship, Nigerian people go adapt to that Iya. You see what I'm saying?
I'm with you, Baba.
So we don't adapt. We don't adapt to Iya, and there is no real desire to shake the system off. So that's why I say Awata Wani diaspora, Awalama stage intervention, right? An intervention here only work if we don't have the grassroots people to key into that intervention.
And also,
right?
if the intervention is also not coordinated, I'm following you.
Yes, Baba, exactly. You know, I called into the show a couple of days, right? And I talked about having a vehicle, Samawa, to activate the revolution / the intervention to give us the things that we want, right? We know, say, you know, we want the Oduduwa Republic, we want the Biafra Republic. That's fine. But how do we get that, right? It starts with an intervention where everybody go key into that mission, right? And the starter of that intervention is Awata Wani diaspora.
I get your message, Baba. I do.
And people are like, oh, this. Say, when Showore comes here, and I apologize for keep talking about Showore, right? But Tabale be Showore back on this show, right? And one thing, people are like, oh, Showore needs to declare for Yoruba Nation or this. If Showore sides with Yoruba Nation, then the Biafra Nation will feel slighted because, well, you know, then it means that he's pushing for only Yoruba Nation to get Yoruba Nation. The Biafra Nation is like, well, what about us, right? So we need somebody who can say these 2 agitations or 3 agitations, if you count the Middle Belt agitation, and say all of these agitations are legit. And I'm going to be the person to use my national presidential political campaign platform to talk about 1, a new constitution. 2, a path forward for people who want to break up so we can break up peacefully, right? So if Showore is not going to win if he doesn't play dirty. So Showore is going to play fair, and, you know, he came in 3rd. Last presidential election, he came in 3rd, right? So if we're saying that, okay, Kole win. If he wants to do gentleman, Kole win. But the only thing that we can use and say, Toba Tibosori stage, if we want to say national debate, televised on NTA, where they broadcast for the whole country, he can say, listen, we want a new constitution. And that constitution conversation now becomes more mainstream as opposed to say, now only my people they talk about new constitution. Now only they talk about constitution on their YouTube page. Right, and then he can use that to get the people behind him because a lot of people want a new constitution, right?
The question that is bothering people, right, is this. It's so beautiful if that could be put together, right? But the question that is bothering people is that does Showore want Nigeria to break? Or does he believe that he can make everybody who want to break away to stay if the system is made to work for them? Now that is obvious to people that they are now saying, well, it's difficult to go that route with him. That's the question. No, I'm just saying that as beautiful as that idea is, right? Is Showore up for that? Because he's watching, possibly.
Right. So we need him to come here and let us know what he wants to do and what he's not able to do. Because Baba, Yoruba Nation, Biafra Nation, it's not going to come in 4 years. It's not going to come in 8 years. It's not going to come in 12 years.
Especially
right?
if we continue like this. Especially if we continue like this. Separately.
Yes. Baba, we're going to lose. Everybody, by force, will it work? Because superpower, they are behind a one united Nigeria. So how are you going to win against Nigeria, Baba? A united Nigeria provides stability in the region. And that's a lie because the citizens, we are suffering, right? So we can still have stability in the region, a real stability, if the people have employment, if the economy is great, if there's security for lives and property.
That's right.
Right? So just to round this up,
please.
I'm going to continue to sensitize our home-based people. Well, we need to get this message to the nooks and crannies of the grassroots using a political platform. And that's all. That's my contribution.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me on the show, bro.
You delivered. Yep. Thank you. Let me hear from somebody else. So that's a powerful one there. Everything is on the table. Whatever you think is being done right or not, it's up to you. Hello.
Hello, Maego.
Hello, brother.
He has a pass on a card.
Yeah, can you hear me clearly?
All loud and clear. Can you hear me?
All right, Ron, we'll call you back.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Okay,
so your name and where you're calling from, yes, please.
Okay, yeah. My name is Chima, and I'm calling from Las Vegas.
Oh, Chima, brother.
Yeah.
Go on.
It's been a long time.
I know.
Yeah. I don't want us to. What I want to say is I want to ask a question. I we started deliberating about Showore and the presidency again. Why can't we be
Did you just join the broadcast, Chima?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you. We are not talking about Showore. We are talking about a lot of things.
Okay.
The rider for this broadcast, the rider for this broadcast is that if we have to remind people in Nigeria of the situation, right? Does that not mean that maybe they are actually not really suffering what we suspect them to be suffering? Is an open question. So you can then bring up anything you feel like you want to share with us. The last caller spoke about Showore. That's why I heard Showore. So where would you like to join? Do you think, okay, maybe I should throw it to you, right? Do you think that when people have to be reminded of the situation that Nigeria is right now, right? If we have to remind people all the time, does that mean that they are actually not really suffering? You are living in Nigeria right now. So the question is for you. If we have to remind people,
I'm not living in Nigeria.
Sorry, I'm not saying living. You are calling from Nigeria, you mean, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
Please,
so we don't need to remind we don't need to remind Nigerians about the current price of oil. We don't need to remind them that since 1960, Nigeria got independence till now, there hasn't been any electricity, no good roads. You don't need to remind somebody that he's suffering. So I don't like about lamenting about Nigeria, I like talking about profiling solution.
Okay.
In the east, we have a formidable force in the east.
Okay.
A force. I'm not talking about a force that can overthrow a government or go into armed struggle where people will die like the way people are dying in Ukraine now because of the comic attitude, comic nature of the president in Zelensky. I'm talking about a political situation whereby we have a force, an agitating group that has 99% control of the East. This has been my advice to Martin Nandekano. If it comes out, why not we go into a political solution, a political way, whereby we can elect anybody we want to elect in the East as it stands now, IPOB. We can elect anybody we want to elect. We're talking about constitutional review. You elect people that speak the mind of their people. That when they go there, they can stand, they can even walk out of National Assembly if they refuse to review the Constitution. But right now, the current people who have there are the former senators and former governors. They are the ones who have in Abuja. These men have these Fulani guys have so many things against them that they cannot utter such strong words in National Assembly. But when we vote people from our side, from our region, imagine IPOB we take hold of Abia State.
I do think of that.
Anambra State.
I mean, it's the same thing for me, like saying, imagine if all the Yoruba governors are pro-Yoruba nation, if all the senators from Yoruba land are pro-Yoruba nation, the job is half done now. To mobilize the youth, you know what I mean? Go on.
Yes, I mind you, the people that go to this National Assembly, you must have the prayer, the blessing of the governor. So the governors, they're the ones. Yeah, the governors are the ones. So now we are sending a pro-Biafran man, a hardcore to National Assembly that believes in what we are doing. You see? So now when we capture these 5 states, you know that if IPOB say we want this person to be governor, everybody come out and vote. You know that we checkmate. Now they pass this new electoral reform. We can checkmate every polling booth. Nobody, they will not. That's the case that person to call election. Where these men are mad. We elect our own governors, and our governors will elect our own national assemblymen.
Yeah, Chima. Let me say I agree with you. Because when we say we want power or anything to do what we want, then you need your own people there in a way, right? Let's assume that I agree with you. There's something you also have to remember, okay? Which is that the electoral system that is going to eventually, like you said. But there's something also that came to my mind in support of what you are saying, right? If the ideology of sending people in is primarily not because of who wants to be president or nothing, but to control the political structure of your region and make it easier for you. Is that what you mean, Chima?
That is exactly what I'm talking about. Then we have people that speak the mind of our people. Now the people we have that they don't speak our mind. Look at the invasion that is taking place in Olu, the invasion that is taking place in Anambra State, in Ebonyi State, in Imo State. These people are not talking, they're not saying anything, like nothing is happening.
No.
What we have in this local government, in these constituencies, we have national assembly members, people that represent the mouthpiece of these people. They are not our mouthpiece because we did not elect. They are not our mouthpiece because we did not elect them. They are appointed from Abuja. That is why they cannot speak on our behalf. Our House of Press members cannot speak on our behalf because they are appointed from Abuja. But whereby we elect our own governor, and we are sending these people to National Assembly. They are going there to these people will ask them to make a workout. They will do a workout in the National Assembly. If whatever thing we tell them to do at National Assembly, without looking at the face of one Alaji, because no Alaji put them there. We are the one that put them there. So they won't look at the face of any Alaji. When they want to raise any objection, they will raise objection without fear. Nobody, they don't have anything to. You don't have anything to indict them with because these people are open. We send them there. So I want us to first just imagine Sunday Igboho now. Sunday Igboho. Let me let you go.
Thank you very much for that submission. People have such ideas too, and there's also the fear factor where you know that wherever it is, the system knows too. Well, again, it's an open point. At this point, you can make your own contribution as well. All right. So I have another caller. Hello.
How are you, sir?
I'm very well, sir. Yourself?
Adela Tipeza.
Oh, Adela Baba. So yeah, I'm very well. And you go?
Thank you very much, sir. Let me tell you, Pelubo Osaka Church to Nigeria. Who see Biafra anybody still a push for where I can Lord say this they won't allow it. I'm telling you the bitter truth. Even if Showore become president today, they won't allow Showore to perform. I'm telling you the truth. The right thing is to break it up. Or can need another constitution. Then with this set of people, even combination with Obama and Clinton and Donald Trump and everybody in Nigeria, they can't work. I'm telling the truth. Because these people, all these little one national assembly, they won't allow them to perform. Then about Tinubu, our advice is Seji and Co. Can't advise Baba. If anything happens to Tinubu, go send it to my guru, go lie, they will kill their name. And that is it. Kalobiri, there were Akintola, anything on Akintola again.
At all.
If anything happens to Tinubu in that Lagos, that is the end of their lingling in Yoruba land. If anything happens to him, forget about this. That is the end of their name.
Everything. After one election, after everybody can to change it.
If anything happens to him, they should call their dad. If he can still come back and can review the If people die today, that is the end. I'm telling you, they should write today's day down. That is the end of their name. Come on, below I want Akintola, if I want to show Akintola, Akintola, oh, Burukoma, they want come on.
And what le be arani?
What le be arani? They should stop their dad because enough is enough. And Pelutan very soon, you see what is going to happen in Nigeria very soon. And when you see Suko Grill, I'm telling you, and when you see Suko Grill, in combine, no man spark in your line. Go line, they need to 12 to 48 hours. They will clear all of them off. And when you see Suko Grill, it's in power. One come when you come road you. We will last you. We are managing. We managing. Everything is out of control. So with your I'm telling you, if you will become president today with that constitution,
they will still manipulate. I know. Thank you so much, Baba.
They will impeach. I'm telling you.
If they have to, exactly. If they have to impeach him, they will get him out, of course.
They will get him out. I'm telling you, within 6 months, they will get him out. Thank you, Baba.
You have a good one, sir. I have somebody calling from Nigeria too, and I bet this is Yakub. Is that you, Yakub?
Yeah, good evening, sir.
How are you? Finally, I can tell, and I do see all the missed calls on every program then, and I'm like, oh, bless him. So you made it tonight. Go on, please.
I made it tonight. Yeah. So first of all, I want to appreciate you on the Igbo case and all you've been doing.
Thank you.
I think on that we have hope.
Me too.
And secondly, everybody that has been talking since, Baba, maybe we manage with day for Nigeria, with day so far gone.
Yeah.
I say no be manage with day for Nigeria now. Correct
they are telling us that it's like whenever, because they know that majority of us abroad are now interested in what is going on in Nigeria. Yeah, they said because of that, even if this Nigerian guy, if Yakubu is building house somewhere, he will still tell you, Baba, we are suffering. No, but when they say, okay, if you are, let us go out there and face these people now. They will say, I don't want them to kill us. So tell me about it.
There is difference between living and surviving. They are two different things. To be living is different from surviving.
Tell me about the two.
So, they are not the same thing. When you are living, that is when at least you can do things that others are doing too. That is, at least you'll be able to point to one thing or the other that, okay, at least I've been able to do this and do that. But when you are surviving, that is when you are only looking for your daily bread. That you are not even thinking about whether you wake up tomorrow. For your mind, you just say, when tomorrow comes, I will know what to eat. That is just it. That is surviving. So God will continue to help our matter on Igbo's case. So I'm really hoping it comes out very, very, very soon. And then this Ekiti and Osun election that is coming. I'm hearing about this man. I don't know if you are hearing about him too. Are you there?
I am here with you. Yakub, go on.
One man called Minion. I think he's in. I don't know if we can relent on him or not. I don't know if you have researched on him yet. I don't know. Yeah, the guy's name is Aramion. I think he said he won't allow Osun and Ekiti election to happen.
There is somebody called Oromiyan, and he said that they will make sure that there is no Osun election or Ekiti election. Yeah.
So after that, the remaining two places that we must make sure that nothing happens there is Lagos and Abuja. Those two places are the main key places. Once those two places are down, there won't be anything like that will disturb us or that will stop this Yoruba nation cause those two places. We are still having problem in Lagos. Lagos is, I don't know, there is something wrong about Lagos that people are always fearing whenever they hear Lagos.
I know. Anyway, what happened is this, Yakub, right? We will hope that Oromiyo will give us the step-by-step of how they are going to go about it in Osun and Ekiti, okay? I have been told few times I have been told few times by people who really wanted to do something, right? That they are going to court, they're going to stop the election and all of that. But we are all waiting for all those actions. But if you ask me now, I say, Mayegun, how far with Oloye Sunday go in Benin Republic? I may tell you one or two things about that, okay? But again, Yakub, it's a waiting game. We hope something is done, okay? So thanks, Baba.
Yeah. If possibly you can bring that guy on your show, maybe you should just come and say one or two things, you know. That yes, if possibly you can contact him.
Right,
so all these remaining people that are just making out, and the other agitators gone, I don't tire for them. They are not making any positive move like that. I've been praying for you to take over this case for a very long time.
Yeah, that Oromiyo, you kind of believe in him, Abi, with what he can do.
No, it's not like at least if the election comes and we see what he can do, that is when we can have believe in it.
Trust him. Yeah, I get that.
So
anyway, let's hope for the best. Okay, anything that is not violent, anything that is not harmful to people, we are trying to say we want to save. I mean, I don't want to be part of that. However, when people get pushed to the point of defending themselves, I'll speak out for you. You know what I mean now? So I don't, you know. Well, again, let's see how that goes. Okay, Yakub. Let me take another call. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
You have a good one. That's Yakub calling from Otta. So here we go. I have another person on the line. Hello.
Good evening. Good evening,
Good evening, ma. How are you?
Yes, I'm blessed. And you?
I'm very well, ma. Thanks for asking. So good to have you again.
Oh, thank you. I just said that I've been praying that I should be given this opportunity just to express my concern about this so-called another Sakamaje through the back door, stealing by trick, conning Nigerians by trick, dubious, this so-called dubious 419 sitting in Senate. They are trying to amend the Constitution. And one of the things they put in their stupid amendment is the local authority will be directly controlled by the federal government, including registration for nationality something. Isn't that rude?
Gradually, it will be.
It is. These people just are so bent on stealing land. When they said federal government will now control the local government directly, they will be responsible. So that means